what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? All the candidate, somehow it's skinny for you. What's gonna be? Woo, what's gonna be for today? Every day of another day we call Wednesday. Anyway, that being said, what's gonna be for? I want to talk to you in reference to an 18-year-old who raped an 80-year-old woman. You know, the world we live in and the different obstacles and stuff we go through in life, you never really know who's watching you. You know, that being said, this is what's going on right about now. It was a guy by the name of Asa Robert. He's 18 years old. He's the neighborhood panhandler. Now, he's being marked as a sexual predator because the simple fact of the matter is that he raped an 80-year-old woman. And this is what he looks like. Okay, you see him. Now, the thing about it was that he had seen her and stuff like that. You know, it's in Brooklyn, New York. And the thing about it is that he's seen her before, and he noticed that she was like, you know, she was like, what's they call that? OCD. You know, you're constantly cleaning. So he noticed that she was always a constantly cleaning woman. So the thing about it was that she was out there, you know, she went outside, you know, as she cleans around her way, and she was cleaning. He thought she left the door open while she was cleaning this way. He went in through this way. Now, as he went in through the door, she didn't see him because she was cleaning. Now, the thing about it is that he waited, and once she walked inside the door, he grabbed her by knife point, threw her up against the wall, punched her in her chest, lifted her up by her throat, and pressed her up against the wall. And for 4.5 hours, she was tortured and raped. You know, the reason why I'm doing this story, because I thought this was really important, because a lot of times, you know, when it comes to girls like us, we're actually being hunted. And the thing about it is that they caught him and stuff like that, because the thing about it was that he was the guy, an employee from the named Mark, recognized him from the pictures, and he was very upset. He couldn't believe that somebody could actually do something like that. And the sad part about it, this is our reality as far as being a transgender woman. This is our reality as far as being any type of person who's, you know, alone a lot, I guess. You know, and it's sad because, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen to men, but when it comes to the girls, especially the girls like us, we're hunted. And like me and my sister was having a talk one time before, it's not the men that we don't know that end up hurting us. It's actually the men that we do know. And the sad part about it is that I wanted to bring this thing aware because, you know, you never really know who's watching you. So my point is, what you do is, and this goes for anyone, you know, when you're about to leave out your house and stuff like that, or you're going in your house, just in my opinion, you don't have to listen. Always, before you leave out your door, there's just a rule of thumb, you don't have to listen to me. Check your peephole and see who's out there in the hallway to make sure that no one is watching you leave, because that's the surest way of somebody breaking into your house. Second, when you're about to go to your house and you see you're heading home, as you walk, you start, you know, you just take yourself and you look to the left and you look to the right just to see who's, you know, walking. You can kind of slow up a little bit, you know, just to see if somebody's following. Now, if you're at midnight and stuff like that, you already know to kind of like, you know, you got to do the walk, but you watch and as it goes along, because someone can actually be following you. And it's, for me, coming from an experienced type of person, this has happened to me lots of times, that I've been followed home, and, you know, and I'm thinking I can get upstairs and I can slam the door before they even see me, and they come knock right on my door. You know, so you never know who's watching you. And the thing about it is that it's sad that the world we live in, but we have to live in our truth, which means our reality. And our reality is that you have to be careful who you don't see. Just because you don't see them don't mean they don't see you. It's just a rule of thought. I just want to put it out there and stuff like that. You know, and I could just imagine the family members, you know, a woman being beat up, stuff like that, and by an 18-year-old boy. You know, sad part about it is that there are a lot of people like him who really don't feel like they've done anything wrong. And the sad part about it, those same men are online. Those men are on that, what's the thing that called talkie, where, you know, you go to the phone and you put your introduction and you say your information, and then the person y'all meet up and stuff like that. You have no idea who you're meeting. this person could have killed someone, this person could be coming to kill you. You have no idea. You know, so the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't want you to walk through life and be afraid, but always be prepared. And do not open your door and be cleaning and stuff, and, you know, and you don't look around at your door, because you never know who's watching you. You never know. And thank God that she actually walked away from it, because she's very lucky, whether she was it or not. It's a horrific ordeal, but he could have did a lot worse. He had nothing to lose. He was a panhandler, he was homeless, he was on the street. And guys like him, a lot of times they don't see nothing they did wrong. They really don't. And I've experienced guys like this too as well. You know, the thing about it is that they feel as though nobody cared about them, so why should they care about you? So just as my food of thought of today, just for you to always be aware of your surroundings. Anyway, that being said, I want you to keep that in mind, because you never know who's watching. And I want to say hello, all new people. Boom. I want to say old people. Bam. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. What you to do you. I want you to do the best of it that you can. And if nobody don't like it, then fuck them.